I'm not mad at this. I know some people are gonna find this hella cheesy, but I love it. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with Umbrella Academy Season 3, Episode 1, the premiere, which is called Meet the Family. So we are back after another hiatus. It feels like this hiatus was actually a little bit shorter than between Seasons 1 and 2, but I'm happy that the show is back. So we ended the last season. What stands out to me the most, of course, I usually have to get the recap just to kind of remind myself of what went down, but the thing that I remember most is that 5 managed to get everybody through time once again to try to get back to their timeline, which was kind of the objective of season 2, is to get everybody out of their mixed and matched timelines and back to the one that they started in. But things did not go quite according to plan, and that they didn't exactly come back to the same reality, even though the timeline seems to be the same. One of the biggest things we saw is that there is another group of kids that replaced them as far as their father adopting these kids, right? We know there's another group, whether or not they're a superhero group like these kids were growing up. Actually, yes, we did see the family picture. So yes, whole new group other than our original group here. And what's more is my baby Ben is alive. Ben is alive, but I think he's got a different name and he seems like he's a little bit of a jerk, but I'm not upset at that. So whether or not new Ben is going to affect, oh yeah, because old Ben descended. That's right. Old Ben finally went through the pearly gates. He crossed over because he was ready and tired of haunting Klaus. But now he's back, which makes me happy because I was like, wait, we can't just take Ben out of the show, can we? So he's back now, but it's not the Ben that they knew. But I'm happy that he's here and he's actually corporeal for once. So I think it's going to be an interesting dynamic to have Ben back in the group because he's always very much been a very background presence thanks to Klaus and his, of course, inability to materialize. So there's all of that. We don't know if the end of the world is still going to be happening because of Vanya. That's still kind of a question mark that's out there. And I think those are the main things that changed outside of course, seeing what other ripple effects that they had because of them coming back through time again. So I'm very much ready to see this episode with this title. I think we're going to see the new powered kids. Remember in the first season, we found out that there was like over 100 of them, I think, and we've only ever met this group. So I'm excited to see what other powers we're going to come across and whether or not some of these people might end up being part of the show going forward. Again, I have no idea if we're getting any more seasons, but I hope we get at least one more. Anyhow, enough jibba jabba. Let's jump into this episode. But before I do, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. We do reactions around here. So if that is your thing and you like the way that I do my reactions, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button and join the family. Also, if you like this video, please show a little bit of love to the like button. It really means a lot to a girl and helps her get seen. It helps out with the algorithm. And I need that algorithm love. I ain't going to even lie to y'all. I'd appreciate it deeply. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back once again. If you haven't joined the fam already, please do so today. We're on a march. Oh, geez. Gesticulating wildly. We are on a march to 10K and I would love it if you were part of the journey. So that out of the way, guys, let's get into episode 1, Meet the Family, right about now. Seoul, 1989. 안녕하세요. Oh, excuse me. That's a bit bold in public. Oh, this is Ben's mom. This is Ben's mom. Of course, it would have to be right after she kissed the boy. Let's not propagate more of these lies that if you kiss a boy, you're going to get pregnant. I feel like something's growing between the two of you. Something's growing very quickly. He's like, I just kissed her, I swear to Jesus. Otake, indeed. The way he's watching in horror, but hey, at least he didn't run away. I'll give him props for that. That's not even the father.
16 women around the world gave birth.
16? I thought it was more. Maybe my memory is off.
A resolve to locate and adopt as
it is because we're in an alternate universe. Because look how futuristic we are.
How much do you want for it?
Don't put the baby. Keep it.
Lay one finger on my grandson. I slice you in half.
That's right.
I like a spirited negotiator.
Oh, wow. I like this revisiting of the first episode with a little bit of a twist. Interesting that the grandparent there did not want to give up the baby, but I don't blame the girl because if Seoul in that reality is like Seoul in this one or Korea, having a child the way she did was not going to be accepted by society very well. If she ever wanted to get married or anything like that, it would pretty much go out the window because first of all, who's going to believe her? Okay, we got a brother this time. Yay! Okay, who are you? What do you do? You're clearly a little bit Oh, you're number one. Okay. The other number one's gonna be salty if he has still got his human body. This number two, oh, number three, Faye. Having a spark near alcohol seems like a very poor idea. Ben, you're number two, baby! What happened to Christopher?
My mother said I speak English. So does my son.
Thank you. Thank you for all of us. Thank you. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad she hit you that hard because it's not even enough. Jamie, I stand already. She's like, take their pizza. It's on me. Sloan, number 5. I feel like that's our Allison.
This is the Sparrow Academy.
Of course. Sparrows. Sure. Okay, calm down. Put your knife away.
Dad, who the hell are these assholes?
Same name, though. No coincidence.
Are the Sparrows my children?
What was that? I mean, let's be friends. We're technically siblings. Come on now. No need to fight. Where are we going? Why are we going to the sewers? We never saw a basement archive before. I'm not sure I like what's happening.
Be warned, they claim to be my spawn.
No,
Claim?
they never said that.
Yeah, we grew up here.
I kind of think we would have noticed you.
Hi, I'm Luther.
Why do you always get crushes on your sisters? Sorry, what? Huh?
I wasn't expecting company.
Same robot. Is
This
it?
is the best I could do on short.
See how we put away the knives?
Stand down, Ben.
Luther!
She's got a voice.
Uh-oh, number 1's fighting.
I don't know.
Ew.
You got 30 seconds to get out of our house.
And
It's
if
disgusting.
Then we'll have to settle this the old-fashioned way.
Superhero fight! Let's do it the old-fashioned way! What did you do to my boy, though? What'd you spit on his face? That was disgusting. I'm still sick. We're in a whole panini. No, the dancer! Yeah, it's even better. Look at their faces. Yes, Luther! Luther's like, whatever you can do, I can do, number 1. Woo! So hard. Oh, hell, they got synchronicity.
Protecting our honor, bro.
Yes! Damn. And this song is the perfect choice if you know the movie it comes from. Yes! Number 5, you better come through. Guys, I'm gonna have to sing. I'm sorry, because I love the song. I'm gonna lose, lose. Kick off your Sunday shoes. Please, Louise. Yes! You better twerk. I'm not mad at this. I know some people are gonna find this hella cheesy, but I love it. Ready for it, guys? Come on. I want to go to UA party, man. Okay, Luther, I really need you to stop flirting with your sisters, though. This is getting weird. Oh, man. Oh, that's actually really sweet that those two dance together. Oh, of course, Diego wants to dance with his mama. And she did the robot. Best opening scene ever, guys. I'm sorry. I love it. Did any of this happen or Diego just hallucinate all of that? He just hallucinated all of that. Damn it, that was so fun, though.
Shut your mouth.
You shut your mouth and just hug your brother.
Oh, this Ben's very aggressive.
Back up. This isn't enough.
When Dad actually backs up.
Oh, shit.
This is more like the confrontation I was expecting, but I like the dance-off personally. The way Dad's just like, I'm leaving. I don't have time for this. Yeah, he's like, I don't want to fight any of y'all. Physical's not my thing.
I have amazing hair, right? If this was ever appropriate.
Oh, he does understand the cube now. Interesting. Was that because of the spit? I'm still weirded out by what that happened. It's cool to see Ben in action for once. Oh, he has the same power. Very interesting.
Now?
Much better at his powers, though. Look out for that one. Why? What? Diego! So childish. Oh, she controls animals. Okay, I was like, what does this chick do?
You know, for a blind person, you're not
Okay,
that bad. Who says
her
a blind asshole?
outfit. That's true. Ah, she uses the animals to see. That is so cool. Oh, okay, we've got some matching powers. I like this. Vanya needs a little bit of a competition. See what happens when you actually control your powers rather than just killing robots and nannies. You know, I will give Diego this. The man is tenacious.
Hit me in the face.
Okay.
Why would you do that? Especially if he asked you to. That is a cool power. You want to talk some biblical stuff right there. Do unto others. Yuck.
Close, all right?
And now she's in your head. Okay, so it makes them see what... Oh, no, 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 no. She wasn't real, babe.
Hice mancato.
She's Latina? I can't handle this. That's better, thank you. Can she see what he's seeing? You don't get to judge. You don't get to judge, ma'am. So the reason you guys got here is because you all underestimated these kids, and you should have known that someone raised by your father would not just be easy marks. Number one's legit. Number one in this world is definitely legit. Vanya, you might have to go nuclear. So we're going down to where we just were. I'm confused. Where are we going with this? Very good camera work, though. What is this? What is this? I'm trying to figure out if they created this or if this is because Vanya and whoever this other chick's powers are combining, and they're very similar. Both highly destructive from the sounds of things. What is happening? Where are we going?
Once your oafish tribe showed me what a poor job I did with my first elections, I adopted them instead of you.
Oh my God. Oh.
I know, it's been a while, but it's a wake-up call.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Stop falling in... Oh, did she create those birds?
Read this! What? I hate that he can do that!
It is one of the perks of being a teleporter. Sorry. You know they could probably just bust through. Yeah, it's wood, and I'm not even sure they're real birds. Or do what you need to do, Vanya. I hope she doesn't kill them all, because that would be... We can't have another dead Ben, please, no! Okay, that didn't look like it was fatal. Just enough to make you guys back the hell up.
Go. Don't come back.
She was trying to go, and you beat her up. She should have killed you. They're scared, though. That rattled them. But now they know there's others out there. What is this? Explain. I like how you did that. Episode title? Hey! I cannot believe that was just the entry. Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot.
Didn't go well.
No, not our best work. Oh,
You also weren't working as a team, which you haven't done for years, so.
Here you go. It's your ass.
Facts. She's like, why did she take it? She was glitching at the top, too. I feel like this is possibly a result of the timelines clashing and the fact that they're both here and stuff. That's what I'm thinking. This is some kind of weird space-time side effect. I think you should go, or you're going to end up... Don't smile at it. Run away! Oh, hey. I know that actor. It's a Canadian actor. We like him. I can't remember his name. Callum 6? Are those sandwiches? I couldn't even see. Those 6 sandwiches, maybe. Lester Pocket. Okay.
Stupid smug. You can do it.
That's exactly what you would have been.
What kind of a weird-ass place are we not going to draw attention?
Ask Klaus. He knows all the weird-ass places. I keep wondering how much has changed between these timelines, too. Like, we obviously know that certain trajectories changed as far as that family, but did the whole world change?
And the best part of it is, she's gonna look after us. No questions asked.
Everyone's looking at you, so I don't think it's the same Hotel Obsidian. And not in the, oh, that's interesting, but in the, you don't belong here way. This man is never getting their bags to their location.
I know I've missed a few calls home. It's just,
Maybe you guys never got married in this world? Did you ever think that?
Please tell her that Mommy misses her so much.
Yeah, I don't know. You may not have ever met. We don't even know if you guys exist in this world.
How will we be paying today? Oh,
Tax exclusionary.
what does this get us?
Nothing. Nothing. Unless it's like a Rolex or an Apple Watch, nothing.
2 rooms. Muscle talk.
All right. Well,
That seemed weird.
We take back our house, and then we punch Dad a bit until he admits that we're better, and he loves us.
Diego.
I bet they're as wiped as we are.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, kicking our asses looked exhausting.
Klaus is like, I didn't even fight. I ran away as soon as I realized he was getting violent.
Me, just gave him a spanking and sent him to school.
Hello.
Okay, without your spit, you wouldn't have gotten anywhere.
They disrespected us, Marcus. We need to be out there finding these freaks and taking them out.
There's your Diego.
You summoned number 1?
Sit.
He's taking orders.
The only thing they lacked more than grit was any regard for one another.
No loyalty.
Sex. Exactly. There's no pogo. I just realized.
Yes, their skills are as lacking as their hygiene, yet somehow they saved the
Red.
world in 1963. Mm-hmm. Had they not,
You wouldn't be here.
none of you would be standing here now.
Yeah, you owe them your lives, bitches. You hate that, don't you? Because it's true.
Where's the bathroom?
Down the hall. Or nature's back.
No, there's a street. Their father's not wrong. They need
We
someone.
don't own anything anymore.
Yes, Liz.
Klaus!
And Dad said I'd never go to summer camp.
This is great.
God, they're such a mess.
I'm glad you finally found somebody that treated you right. She saw me for who I really
Aw.
am.
Sister moment, a real one.
You need to go home. Hug your daughter.
I don't know that she exists in this world.
And get back to your real life. I would if I could.
This is why you guys don't. I mean, I get it, but I mean, we don't even know if she exists in this world, and I have a feeling she doesn't. We'll see. Could be interesting if she does. And maybe she wasn't as bad of a mom in this world. All right, so we're starting off with splitting up. Also, going to the airport. Oh, yeah, she could rumor her way on the plane. I'm like, she doesn't have any money. Oh, this guy again. Callum Reaney. I know. How did people travel before there was ways to drown out the world? Oh, ASMR before it was ASMR. Oh, yeah, that drone is a bit like the sound of a plane engine. Anything that's a steady sound, though, tends to be very soothing to the human ear. So you just throw your sweat out on the public every day? That's disrespectful.
I don't want a war. We've lost enough.
You shouldn't have attacked us in our own house.
You attacked us.
So if you came here to beg me not to make a next move.
Beg? The arrogance.
Because your team is good.
But I can blow up the world.
I ended the world twice.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you don't want the whole world watching when I prove that to you.
Yeah. Okay, Vanya!
Thing I need, and I want it back.
Suitcase. Oh, sis was watching. This is gonna spark drama. Okay, so they were fake birds.
He's making a deal with them.
I'll handle it.
They're not as cohesive as they act. Okay. Guys, I just don't want Ben to die again. I know he's a dickhead, and I kind of like that he's getting a little more aggression because he's been so passive the first few seasons, but I don't want him to die again. I can't handle it. I don't want him to die. I want him to come back to the group.
We are totally in the clear. Awesome. Huh. Great.
Except for that growing weird energy thing in your whole house.
Dad didn't adopt us as babies, but those babies still existed here.
Aww.
Just grew up in different places with different people.
Doppels.
Our doppelgangers. That's a
There
made-up.
we go.
Tell them about the paranoid psychosis 5.
Oh, whoa. I thought you said this wasn't a problem.
Oh, yes, technically.
That part, what is?
So, if you ever see your other self,
Kill them. Sleep with them.
avoid that.
You wouldn't climb Luther Mountain.
Wait.
Ew!
Are we supposed to guarantee you?
Luther's like, I don't know, would I?
Apples probably aren't even at the same time zone as us.
That's true.
Yeah.
Pass the mission.
Watch.
Adopting us didn't change anything. I'm offended.
Oh no, not her again. Not their twisted little relationship. I can't be mad though, because she kind of sort of didn't let him die, I guess. And it's not her fault she screwed up. They're actually two of a kind.
I'm not here to stick around, just doing a quick little drop-off.
Of what?
Our son, Diego, meet Stan.
Is that really her kid?
I've had Stan for 12 years. It's time for you to do your part. Have fun bonding. Be good for Mummy.
So did Stan throw those knives?
Do you got any food?
I need tests. Where's the DNA tests? There's no proof. I mean, I don't think she's really been sleeping with anyone else, but I've got questions.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what is she doing?
Worshipping.
What if this is from the father's home planet? Because we found out he's an alien last season. Like, that looks like an alien language.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yes, it is holy.
I was about to say, is that the name of this god? It's not very original.
Can't
Interesting.
make out what it's saying. Can you?
Should you touch that? My bro. My guy.
I hear it.
Uh-oh. What just happened? Is this about to change the world? Like maybe this is a time shift? I can't. No! What happened to the doggy? I like number one.
And made it home safe in time for dinner.
And
So
now they're gonna
whatever
think
Dad-
that they did something.
We can
I'm
have.
not gonna see her doggy again. I'm so sorry.
We won.
You didn't. What? How would you say that in episode 1? Okay, does this thing gonna get stronger now that it what absorbed him? What was that blast? Oh, I've got so many questions, you guys. I've got so many questions. Hold on, let me just make sure there's no other scenes. There usually isn't with Netflix, though. That was a hell of an intro to the new season. Man, wow, where to begin? Meet the family indeed. That was fun. I have to say, actually, I've said that I think in previous seasons, I've said that one of the things, like when we heard that there were other babies and, you know, he only got 7, that there were still more. And I'm almost positive in season 1 that the number that they said was born was like a lot. I think it was like 80 or something. The fact that they said there's only 16 in this world, I think is very telling that there was a huge shift in these two worlds. And again, I'll have to go back and watch season 1 to hear the first monologue, but I'm almost positive it was more than 16. The point is, I've always known that there's more kids with powers, and I've always thought it'd be cool if we saw some of them, because how is it that, you know, if he only got 7 of them, the rest of them are out there existing. So, and I'm assuming that almost all of them probably had powers, considering that the 7 he got all had powers. Like, that's just not, statistically speaking, that is, I think, a fair assumption to make. So I've always wondered, like, what is going on? Where are these other kids? What are they doing? What kind of powers do they have? Are they blending into society? Are they superheroes in their own right? Or are they just keeping all that stuff on lock? Or did something bad happen to them? Because, you know, we all know how society is. Typically, if you have got a power that people can't explain, you know, maybe they were eliminated. But anyway, I've always wanted to see more of them. We finally saw in this episode the Sparrow Academy, as he said. He decided to go with a different symbol. I'm wondering if the Sparrow will come back to something, because the umbrella was symbolic in the first season to the father's character. So now I'm wondering if the Sparrows are something else, like if that's another thing we need to care about. But anyway, we had the Sparrow Academy, we had our 7, all of them survived, which was already better than the first one, because we lost Ben in the first round of the academy. And we saw that they all are somewhat similar in powers, I guess, when you think about it, because we have number 1 who's super strong, which was the same thing with both number 1s were super strong. We had somebody who seems to have a light type telekinesis power, sort of like Vanya. I don't think hers is anywhere as strong as, I think Vanya's one of a kind. Let's put it that way. I think in every iteration, Vanya is definitely the strongest. We also had someone like Diego, which was Ben's like Diego now as far as mentality. Obviously, Ben has the exact same powers, which is interesting that this doppel has the exact same power. So that makes me think that in the whatever their doppelgangers are in this world, they probably have the same powers as well. So that makes sense. We've got the weird spitting girl. That's just weird. Who can make you see hallucinations, but that's like Allison with her rumors, right? She basically makes you believe whatever. I think it's very similar. And then we had the guy who, when you punch him, it just reflects back. Now, I'm wondering what happened to his face. Again, like I said, I don't know if that's an injury based on that happened in training, or if that is actually like some kind of weird side effect of his power. But the whole, basically being able to reflect what happens to him onto somebody else. Well, maybe that's the unique one. I'm trying to think of who would have a power that's somewhat like that. I wouldn't say it's Diego. No. Actually, he's unique. He's actually one that doesn't really have a parallel, I would say. And then there's, Sparrow Girl. Maybe that's what Raven actually, her birds look like ravens to me. She has the ability to create these animals. I'm assuming, maybe it's more than that. I don't know if it's animals are the only thing she can create, or if that's just what she chooses to create, but she can manifest things basically out of her body. She uses them to see in a very unique way, because it looks like her actual eyes don't work. I can't tell by the looks around there if that's something that happened because of her powers or something else, but I'm assuming it's a power side effect. But she reminds me a bit more of Klaus, actually, as far as powers, because Klaus can actually, I know they're the dead, but his powers kind of manifest something out of nothing. So I think that they're a bit similar in that way. And then we have the cube, which still is a mystery to me. I'm still not sure what the mystery does, but I guess we could almost say that that's like Ben, because Ben was kind of the quiet, understood one. Oh, maybe no, that's a little bit more like number 5, actually, because number 5 can teleport and move around. And I feel like the cube is a little bit smarter than the rest, even though we don't really hear a lot from them. I'm not sure what we even gender, if we gender that, but you know what I mean? I feel like that they're a little bit similar. So all of that to say, I feel like we got a little bit of parallelism going on here, which of course you need when you're having a, kind of a all out fight. But the dance scene was hilarious. I'm sorry. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I know some people are going to think it's corny as hell, but I loved it. But I also like the fight. Both sides really getting a run for their money, because both of them have been trained by the same person, right? So they both have had, survival training and how to use their, weaponize their abilities, really. And I like that number 1 from the Sparrow Academy was like, this was good for us. Like, we were getting a little cocky because no one else out there either has powers like us or knows how to use them like us. But now we found somebody who did, and they really gave us a run for our money. And he was the only one, thankfully, that was humble enough and smart enough to recognize that Vanya gave them a teaspoon of what she's actually capable of. And that just about laid them out. I was just like, please don't kill Ben again. I'm so nervous. I just don't want Ben to be the ghost. I don't know if in the source material, Ben is always, the spirit person, but I would just really love if Ben gets to live. Like, can we, even though he's douchey right now, I want to believe in my heart that there's hope for him to turn that around. I'm just going to believe that, life has been hard and circumstances have happened that have created a situation where he's become a bit of a douche, but he can turn that around. I believe it. Okay. Everyone can change. Anyways, I just don't want to lose Ben is the crux of what I'm trying to say. I'm glad that number 1 from Sparrow Academy recognized that Vanya's not someone to be messed with, that she very much chose to let them survive. And I really, I was going to talk about it later, but the scene between him and Vanya in the restaurant was great. I love seeing Vanya back in control, because since season one was all about her being kind of the mousy, quiet girl who couldn't express or articulate herself with kind of her back, with her chest, and then season 2 was about her kind of being scared of what she was capable of and fearing herself and somewhat finding herself. And now I feel like in this season, Vanya is very much like, no, I know who I am now, and I want to stand in that, and I'm not going to be scared of my powers anymore. I'm going to actually own them. So that scene where she just, again, gave number 1 a little bit of a wake up call, like, just so you know, I think you already do, but let me reinforce to you, since you seem like the one with sense in the group, I could end you all. I could end this whole town if I want to, but I'm not going to. You're going to give me what I want so we can end this nonsense. Although, again, Umbrella Academy is not on the same page, right? Which we already know from season 1, right? They've gone their separate ways for a while. There's no higher purpose bonding them, because I was going to say, they do love each other. There is love, and that is why they kind of have each other's back when it comes down to it, but their thinking and their alignment is all over the place because they don't have a common purpose at all. That was the Umbrella Academy, but we saw, because of Father's twisted, very hurtful and domineering ways, that, that also became the thing that broke them apart. So anyways, that's the difference. But I love that we saw that in the Sparrow Academy, the same thing has happened, because I'm like, there's no way the same man, because I understand that he changed the way he might have done certain things with the Sparrow Academy, but the father's still the father, right? He's still a cold-hearted, emotional alien, right? Who's looking at this tactically. So I just felt like there's no way that these kids are going to be that much better than, you know, as far as their relationship than the Umbrella Academy was. And I'm just glad that the show brought out that they're really not on the same page either. Like they're following suit for now, mostly because of the public persona. Unlike the the original Umbrella Academy did have some press, but I don't think it's to the level that Sparrow Academy is, right? We see that they're like heroes in their town. So, you know, all of them have something to lose in that higher purpose of being the perfect Sparrow Academy. And that's what's keeping them in line. But as we saw with, you know, the Sparrow girls spying on number one's making background deals, they're clearly not on the same page. So that same level of disparity and lack of unity exists in both teams. The difference being that Sparrow Academy knows when to wrap that up and actually work together. And that's something that Umbrella Academy has not done since they were children. So anyway, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, because we saw that Vanya's really getting the case because she wants to go back to the 60s, go back to get her girlfriend. Allison's left because she wants to find her daughter. Understandable. That's assuming she exists, because again, she's assuming that she's the only one. She missed the doppelganger conversation, which is going to be huge. So if her husband did marry Allison, Allison might still be alive here and she might be with her husband still. And I don't know how Allison's going to take it if she sees her doppelganger with her daughter and them having a great relationship while she is like the outsider. That could be interesting. That could be really sad. But I want them all to run into each other's doppels, because I think it'll be interesting for them to see what could happen if the Umbrella Academy had not been a factor, because I know they were all thinking it. And I think a lot of them think they'd all be better off if they hadn't been adopted. But we don't know that. And I think particularly, Klaus will be fine. Oops. Klaus is such a hippie that I think he'll accept no matter what happens. I think that Diego, if he has a loving family, although Diego having a kid, we're going to get there in a second, that might be something different. For Luther, I think the big thing, Luther's such a sap and he wants to be with somebody so bad. Stop falling in love with your sisters, Luther. I could see him possibly being married with a whole family, because I think that's all Luther really wants. Will it be better? Will it be worse? Will they really realize that who they are is not as bad as they might have thought that it was? I don't know. It'll be interesting if they do explore that this season, however. And yes, just going to end on the note of course, Diego being a father. I'm assuming this is real, because we saw the knife go into the back of that chair, but I don't know if his ex did that, or I can't remember her name right now, sorry, or if his kid did it. Because if his kid got the exact same power as him, that's going to be quite interesting. But if it is real, it's an interesting sidebar to take in the show, but it's something that makes sense, because we know that Diego, you know, his mommy issues with the robot are really just all stemming from the fact that Diego very deeply misses a sense of family. That's really what he wants. He wants love, he wants acceptance, he wants the concept of a family. And this being the way that it comes about may not have been the way that he was planning, but as we see, like, this kid has been raised with the craziest mom possible, and we have no idea where she's been raising him either, right? She's still part of the company. So anyways, this kid could be very messed up. This is my point. Diego's probably in for a lot, and Diego's not exactly put together himself, but I feel like if Diego finally has something to live for as far as a family and something to kind of fight for, we'll see a little bit less of him always trying to jump into the next fight, right? He'll actually have something that matters to him and that hasn't necessarily been tainted by the Umbrella Academy fully. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, it's interesting they brought in another kid at this point. We'll see what it does. We'll see what it means, and we'll see what this kid actually turns out to be. Whatever this thing is in the basement of the Umbrella Academy, like I said, I have a lot of theories. I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong on them, but I'm thinking it seems like it formed the second that those guys arrived. So it's either something that's following them, because remember, this apocalypse, it happened in season 1 and then in season 2, not exactly the same, but kind of the same. So I almost feel like this is some inevitability that maybe they need to deal with in some way that's following them from timeline to timeline. And maybe it's just manifested itself now as this weird ball of energy. And what is going on with the robot? Why does the robot understand it? And why is the robot scribing for it? That definitely looks like a language. All of that to say too, that we still don't know why Papa came to this planet and why he is, you know, using these kids and doing what he's doing. I had a theory last season, and I'm still sticking to it, that he actually created these kids, that he did something that created all these kids, and he wasn't sure that it was going to create these kids, but that's what happened. And I feel like he's training and gathering them to fight something, right? Because there's got to be a purpose. So anyways, that's just theories. They're out there right now. I need to know, do you guys have any theories about what this might be without spoilers? If this is actually from the source material, please don't spoil me. But if there's some ideas or some like inklings you can drop that don't spoil everything, please put those in the comments below, because I have no idea. I love this opening episode. I'm very much looking forward to the rest of the season. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video.